Resveratrol has earned an almost legendary status in the conversation about aging, not because it is a magic molecule, but because it consistently shows the ability to influence some of the deepest biological mechanisms connected to how quickly or slowly we grow older. While red wine has long been associated with cultures that experience better heart health and longer lifespans, what makes resveratrol especially compelling is how it interacts with cellular pathways linked to longevity itself. Instead of acting as a superficial antioxidant, it affects the machinery inside cells that determines how they repair damage, manage stress, and maintain vitality over time. At the molecular level, resveratrol activates sirtuins, particularly SIRT1, a family of proteins often described as longevity regulators. These proteins influence DNA repair, metabolic efficiency, inflammation control, and mitochondrial function. When SIRT1 is activated, cells tend to behave more youthfully. They produce energy more efficiently, reduce harmful inflammatory signals, and resist age-related decline. Resveratrol appears to mimic the effects of caloric restriction, a well-known longevity strategy, by triggering these pathways without requiring drastic dietary changes. This is one of the reasons researchers see it as a powerful potential ally in slowing biological aging. Another promising mechanism is resveratrol's impact on cellular senescence, the process in which cells stop dividing and become metabolically dysfunctional. Senescent cells accumulate with age and contribute to chronic inflammation, tissue breakdown, and a general loss of resilience. Early studies show that resveratrol can reduce the formation of these aging cells and support healthier cell turnover. By dampening senescence and promoting a more orderly renewal process, resveratrol creates a cellular environment that resembles that of younger tissues. This effect isn't about turning back the clock, but about preventing the clock from accelerating unnecessarily. Resveratrol also helps the body better manage oxidative stress, one of the primary forces behind DNA damage and accelerated aging. While many substances act as antioxidants, resveratrol goes a step further by enhancing the body's own internal defense enzymes, teaching cells to defend themselves more effectively. This creates a kind of long-term resilience that simple antioxidant supplements cannot replicate. The cumulative result is a reduction in the cellular wear and tear that typically drives aging forward. The question many people care about is whether moderate red wine intake actually corresponds with better biological aging in real life, not just in laboratory models. Observational research from Mediterranean populations offers encouraging clues. Adults who regularly consume small amounts of red wine with meals often show better metabolic health, lower inflammatory markers, and healthier cardiovascular profiles. These factors alone contribute to biological youthfulness. While it's impossible to attribute all these effects solely to resveratrol, lifestyle, diet, and social patterns also matter. The compound does appear to play a meaningful supporting role. Moderate red wine intake provides resveratrol in a form the body absorbs relatively well, combined with other polyphenol that amplify its effects. Of course, the emphasis must remain on moderation. Excessive alcohol consumption clearly harms health and accelerates aging. But within a balanced lifestyle, a small glass of red wine can be part of a broader pattern that supports long-term well-being. The synergy between resveratrol, other wine polyphenol, and the stress-reducing ritual of slow, mindful consumption contributes to outcomes that look remarkably like a slower biological aging process. The most encouraging aspect of resveratrol research is that it continues to point in the same direction: better cellular housekeeping, stronger stress responses, less inflammation, and reduced senescence. These shifts are subtle but powerful, quietly shaping the internal environment in ways that preserve vitality. While we still have much to learn, the overall picture is optimistic. Resveratrol is not just a trendy compound, but a genuinely promising molecule that interacts with some of the deepest layers of human biology. For people who enjoy red wine responsibly, it adds an extra dimension to a simple pleasure. Not only does it enrich the moment, but it may also support a longer, more vibrant life at the cellular level.